But the Super Eagles of Nigeria have to just maintain the momentum they've been maintaining. You know, the first half is almost ending now. We just want the first half to end 2-0. Then they should go to the dressing room, come back, and then let's see some. So the Super Eagles of Nigeria have been brilliant so far. You know, they've really been brilliant. So it's Nigeria 2, Mozambique 0. And who scored for the Super Eagles? Victor Osimhen. Ademola Lookman scored the first goal, and Victor Osimhen scored as well. But if you ask me, our players have been really brilliant. As in, talk about Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, and Akko Adams. They've really been a thorn in the flesh of this Mozambique team. They've really been a thorn in their flesh. They've rattled them. Anytime they have the ball, the way they really rattle their defense. They've really been a thorn in the flesh of this Mozambique team. We just wanted to keep up with that, and then keep up with the momentum. We don't want a loss of concentration. We just wanted to keep up with this momentum, the momentum. Because anytime the Super Eagles of Nigeria have the ball, they run forward and they look dangerous. And that's the winning mentality. And that's what we want for the Super Eagles. Having the ball, moving forward, purposeful. They're so purposeful anytime they have the ball. They want to score more goals. They look insatiable. Wanting to score more goals. And that is champions mentality, winning mentality. But then we don't want a loss in concentration. We don't want a loss in momentum. They just have to keep up with this tempo. We want them to keep it up. But if you ask me, the Super Eagles of Nigeria have been brilliant. But when you start giving a player like Gary opportunity to play with the ball, that can be dangerous. Okay, so first half is done and dusted. So it's Nigeria 2, Mozambique 0, and the first half has already ended. And we saw our captain yellow carded in the first half. Wilfred Ndidi, he was yellow carded in the first half. So it's Nigeria 2, Mozambique 0. So we have to score, we have to just keep up with this in the second half. The momentum, This is a very good halftime score. It's a very good halftime score. The Super Eagles of Nigeria, they've been praised. And one thing I like about them is that anytime they have the ball, they want to go forward. They want to score. You see them as in they're so business-like. They want to score, very business-like. And that is so interesting to watch in the Super Eagles. They're so they're so purposeful. They look hungry. They want to score more goals. They are so business-like, and they've been brilliant. If you ask me, if you ask me, because there are no easy games, especially African football. If you think there are easy games, as I said, ask Egypt today, although they won the match by 3-1, but we saw a Benin team that gave them a good run for their money. They stretched them to the very last. So although the scoreline is 3-1, but they were stretched to the very, very last, to the very, very end of the match. For you to know that there are no easy teams. So there are no minnows in football anymore. So as I said, we've seen so many fantastic matches in this. We've seen so many interesting and fantastic matches in this competition already. I was talking about Senegal. The Senegalese team have really impressed me. So the statistics, Nigeria has 64% possession. Mozambique has 35. Super Eagles have 3 shots on target. Mozambique have no shot on target yet. No shot on target. Corner kicks, Nigeria have, Super Eagles have dominated the statistics. Corner kicks, Nigeria have 3 corner kicks. Nigeria have made more crosses. 11 crosses. Nigeria have made more crosses. So the Super Eagles have been tactical. They've really been exceptional with their tactics. So and then they've just been brilliant. They've just been everything. They've just been brilliant. And they've really been brilliant. We want them to keep on with this momentum. The Super Eagles of Nigeria have dominated possession. We dominated possession. We dominated shots on target. We had more cross. In fact, Mozambique had no shot on target. They had no single shot on target. Our goalkeeper was not tested by Mozambique. They were not tested. No real threat for our goalkeeper. So the Super Eagles of Nigeria have really been fantastic in this first half. I want it to continue. Don't forget that the winner of this match will face the winner of the match between Nigeria 2, Mozambique 0. This Thursday we played against Cameroon. This time 2 years ago we played against Cameroon in round of 16, and the match ended 2-0 to Nigeria with Ademola Lookman scoring the 2 goals. And today again he has scored. I mean, Ademola Lookman has really been brilliant. Initially, we were complaining about his form before. I mean, in the World Cup playoffs, we were complaining about his form. But the young man has picked his rhythm. Talk about Ademola Lookman. He has really found his rhythm. He has scored 3 goals in this tournament. They really tormented this Mozambique team. I mean, anytime they go forward, they've rattled the defense, they've rattled them, they've unsettled them, they've been a thorn in their flesh, they've really done everything. Talk about Akwa Adams, Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, what about Alex Iwobi? Alex Iwobi with the past. In fact, this guy was really impressed me today. Oh. And not only today, they've been impressed in this tournament, so they've really been impressive. They impressed. They impressed against Tanzania, they impressed against Tunisia when they were 3-0 up, and even impressed against Uganda when we had to use the likes of Paul Onuachu, Rafael Onyedika, and they are still on the bench for crying out loud. In fact, the Super Eagles have to just keep up with this momentum. This is the champions mentality. They have the winning mentality. I mean, they are tuning up and you want more goals. They are tuning up and you look insatiable. You still want more goals. You look unsatisfied. They keep pushing. They keep pressing forward. This is champions mentality. And then, if you ask me, I've seen things in this tournament. I've watched matches. I've seen Senegal play. I've seen Morocco play. I've seen Egypt play. I've watched Cameroon. I've watched all the teams. I'm not boasting. The Super Eagles of Nigeria have been terrific. Although I'm a Nigerian, but I'm not bold to say that they've really been splendid. The Super Eagles of Nigeria, in fact, as far as I'm concerned, they've been. I don't want to say they've been the best thing because it will sound as if I'm sentimental. But really, they've been terrific. They've been splendid. They've been spectacular. And we want them to keep up with this momentum. That's talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And then the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The Super Eagles of Nigeria are flying high. They are flying high at the first stadium in Morocco. That's where they played all their first 3 matches in the group stage. They won the group. They scored the highest number of goals in the group stage. They scored 8 goals. In fact, they scored 8 goals in the group stage. They scored 2 now. We have 10 goals. And then in the first match, we considered a goal. In the second match, we considered 2 goals. In the third match, we considered a goal. We are yet to consider a goal. And of course, hopefully we will not consider any goal. We are going to even score more goals in the second half. But if you ask me, the Super Eagles of Nigeria have made us proud, and we wanted to keep making us proud. If they win the AFCON, it will make us happy a lot. It will really put smiles on the faces of Nigerians. And once again, Nigerians will start believing in the Super Eagles. They will start believing that the Super Eagles of Nigeria can take on teams because they really play very well. I remember yesterday I was watching Tunisia and Mali, and somebody was texting me. I was watching, and my brother was texting me. He was also watching the match. I don't know. People really watch this match. You see that people are really watching the AFCON. They lost. They are really watching. So I was watching the match. It was actually me, but I was watching the match. I said, of course. I was watching the match there, Tunisia Mali, yesterday night, and he was texting me that he was talking about, and I was saying that Tunisia are going to the World Cup, and it was like my brother was telling me that he wishes that the Super Eagles of Nigeria play at the World Cup, that they've really been fantastic in this tournament. He was telling me, and here is my brother. My brother does not watch Nigeria matches, though. He doesn't watch. He used to watch when we were young. Because it was my brother that taught me football. Funny enough, it was my brother that taught me how to watch football. I didn't like football initially. Growing up, I didn't like it, but it was my brother. I remember that I was telling him that, tell me, who is playing number 2? Who is playing midfield? He would not be telling me the positions. It was what that told me that, it was what that told me that as a defensive midfielder, you play 4. Yeah, it was what who taught me that as a left back you play 3. As a right back you play 2. It was what I was telling me all those things. It was what that taught me. But over time, we lost interest in watching our matches. But yesterday, he was now texting me that, was I watching Tunisia match? I said I was watching. And he was like, he wished the Super Eagles of Nigeria could go to the World Cup, that they'd be fantastic. I was like, wow, you really said that? Because they have not been watching our matches lately, But for you to say that, you should know that the Super Eagles of Nigeria have been impressive because we grew up watching the Super Eagles. Then Nigeria was there, we shout, we disturb all the streets. Go! You needed to see us then. We disturb everybody on the street. Anytime Nigeria score goals, my brother and I, they knew us, but life separated us, But then he was texting me, are you watching? I was watching. He was saying that he wishes the Super Eagles could go to the World Cup. Don't worry. You understand? For you to know that the Super Eagles of Nigeria have been impressive and they've really won the heart of so many people. We just wanted to continue with this momentum, We wanted to continue with this to keep up with the momentum, and then they'll really make us happy. It was, So for you to know that many things, you see many things in this competition, we watch them play, and the Super Eagles of Nigeria have really they've stood out. They've really been fantastic. They really played with the champions mentality. They want to make us happy, and that's very good. They really want to make us happy. I just hope that they get a third goal in this match, oh, and probably a fourth goal, so that all of you will not tell me that I've overhyped them. I just hope they score goals more in this match, because they really look like a team that wants to score. They really look interesting. I mean, anytime they have the ball, they look dangerous. They just go to the opponent area and they want to score. They just want to score and score and score. So I've watched, as in this AFCON, we've really been watching matches. We've kept up with matches, all the matches, we've really kept up with matches, and then the AFCON has been interesting. We've seen stars. Today we saw Mohamed Salah scoring the third goal for Egypt, and he was really happy. Talk about Mohamed Salah. When he scored the third goal for Egypt today against Benin, he was really, really happy. Talk about Salah. And then we really see champions come to play games in this tournament. They are not really, as in the champions, really, I'm talking about stars now. We've seen stars. They really mean business. Talk about Sadio Mane. As in all these stars, they really mean business. Riyad Mahrez, they mean business in this tournament. Today again, we saw Omar Mamouche. Omar Mamouche was sensational for Egypt. Today, we saw him, it was sensational. So we saw this is year 2026. Okay, we still say 2 years ago, because the year is still very early. So we're seeing them, we really see stars playing very well. And look at Mozambique. At the last AFCON, Mozambique did not go beyond the group stage. Anyway, Mozambique have never gone beyond the group stage except for this tournament. It was in this tournament they recorded their first win, and it was in this tournament they advanced to the round of 16. So at the last AFCON, Mozambique played against Egypt, and they played a 2-2 draw with Egypt. They lost to Cape Verde 3-0, and they played a 2-2 draw with Ghana at the last edition. Ghana and Mozambique played 2-2. Ghana couldn't make this AFCON. They've been watching. They couldn't make the AFCON. They didn't qualify. But we'll get to see them at the World Cup anyway. But they couldn't make this AFCON. So at the last edition of the AFCON, at the last edition, Mozambique did not go beyond the group stage. This is the first time they'll be going beyond the group stage, and that is the man himself, Victor Osimhen. He looks ready for the second half. If we win this match, of course, we're already on our way to the quarterfinal anyway. So, but if we win this match, we are going to meet the winner between Algeria and DR Congo in the quarterfinals. We win this match. And the Super Eagles of Nigeria have shown brightly today. They are doing very well. They are making us happy. See me shouting goals today. When was the last time I did that? Even the last match, I didn't really shout goal like this. It just brings this kind of nostalgic feeling when you were young watching Nigeria. Go! Even when I was in the university, they knew me then. Like anytime the Super Eagles, there were times the Super Eagles would lose their matches, and I will not eat. I know the guys will be begging me, sorry, yeah, come and eat. I will not eat because of Super Eagles. When I was in the university, they will lose the matches, and I will not eat when we're in the university. For you to tell you that some of us Nigerians they are so passionate about this Super Eagles of Nigeria. It's been a long way. Like for my university days, they will lose their matches. You see me not eating, crying for Nigeria then. So we really deserve this fourth AFCON. We football fans really deserve it, as we deserve this fourth AFCON. We really deserve it. We really, really deserve it. And those times, they will win matches. Come and see you scatter the hostel. And all your roommates will be like, they are disturbing now. I'm like, because they don't watch football, they don't know the game. For it to be said, like, stop disturbing, what's happening? Since they don't watch football, they don't know what they are missing. But we that watch football, we know what we are enjoying watching football. And I don't regret watching football. I don't regret it at all. So, we just wanted to score more so we can shout again. All those shout, go! Like we shout, go! People be like, what is happening now? Do you want to go down the house? Go! We wanted to score goals. Talk about Nigeria. We really wanted to score goals, Is Nigeria 2, Mozambique 0. And the second half is about to commence now. How are you enjoying the match? Where are you watching from? Where are you asking? What's the take on the first half? So with Wilfred Ndidi and Oeka, and Wilfred Ndidi and Frank Oeka in the midfield, we really seen physical dominance in the midfield. Exactly what I said. Super Eagles have to just keep up with the momentum. They have to keep up with this momentum. We want to shout more goals, If they score the third goal, I can shout like this. I can really shout like, I can, I want to shout. I really feel like shouting tonight for Nigeria. So the second half has started already. You know, the Super Eagles of Nigeria have started. The match has started. So it's Nigeria 2, Mozambique 0. Nigeria 2, Mozambique 0. So, as I said earlier, the winner of this match, the winner of the match between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and Mozambique will face the winner, as the commentator called it. The commentator said delectable match. Let me just say, a cracker of a match between DR Congo and Algeria. Algeria, they finished with 9 maximum points in the group stage. I was talking about teams that impressed me. I didn't mention Algeria because Algeria were really impressive in the group stage. Oh. They had 9 out of 9 points. They had 100% record. They were perfect in the group stage. Talk about Algeria and talk about their captain, Riyad Mahrez, leading by example. That Algerian team is another team to watch out for. They've been fantastic in this tournament. So it's Nigeria 2, Mozambique 0. We want the Super Eagles to just maintain the momentum. For the benefit of those joining me, the Super Eagles of Nigeria are leading Mozambique right now by 2-0. And as it is now, they are on their way to the quarterfinals. And then they want to score more goals. They started with the move again, and there's Ademola Lookman. With good drip, there's Ademola Lookman. Third goal! Oh! Oh! I said I was going to shout, I didn't shout. Should I shout? Oh! It's 3-0 to Nigeria. Oh! It's 3-0 to Nigeria. What a goal! What a goal! When was the last time I shouted like this? I said the last time I shouted like this was a long time ago. Can you imagine they scored? See me, I was boasting that when they scored, I would shout, and I couldn't even shout because I'm delighted. Look at the third goal. Third goal. Third goal. By Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen scores the third goal for Nigeria. And then Super Eagles of Nigeria are flying high. They are really, really flying high. They are really flying high. It's Nigeria 3, Mozambique 0. Victor Osimhen has 3 goals now. He has 3 goals now. And one good thing about this Super Eagles team is that we seen about 5 different scorers. From the first match where we saw Semi Ajayi. Semi Ajayi scored the first goal for Nigeria in our first match. A defender was scoring. Then that second goal was scored by Ademola Lookman. That was our first match. And in our second match against Tunisia, Victor Osimhen scored the first goal. Wilfred Ndidi, our midfielder, defensive midfielder, scored the second goal for us. Who scored the third goal for us in that match? Ademola Lookman against. Can you imagine? How can this thing not be at the World Cup? How can we not be at the World Cup? Can you just how can this fantastic thing not be in the World Cup? They've really dominated this match. They've been fantastic. It's not the kind of win that you be like, it's just a fluke. No, they've been dominant in every department of the game. When they're on the flanks, you see them crossing. They've been dominant. These Super Eagles team have been very fantastic. And I'm so proud to say, see me, this Niger jersey. See me donning the Niger jersey. I'm so proud donning the Niger jersey. They've really been dominant, So I was actually saying something. Okay, I was talking about the goal scorers for Nigeria. In our match against Tunisia, the goal scorers, the first goal scorer in that match, Victor Osimhen. Second goal, Wilfred Ndidi, a defensive midfielder. Third goal, Ademola Lookman. And then in our match against Uganda, Paul Onuachu, a striker, scored our first goal. Then Rafael Onyedika, a midfielder, defensive midfielder, Rafael Onyedika, scoring 2 goals for Nigeria. And now, today, in fact, the goals are beginning to be many now. I'm beginning to forget the names of the goal scorer. Today, we saw Ademola Lookman scoring the first goal, Osimhen scoring second goal, scoring third goal. So Osimhen has the brace in this match. Super Eagles of Nigeria, we just wanted to continue. Don't mind me. I said I was going to scream. I couldn't scream. At times, when you're expecting something, you boasted that I'll do this. It will now come. You don't even be able to do anything. That was what happened. I said I was going to scream. They scored the third. Maybe if they scored the fourth goal this time and I'll scream. So it's Nigeria 3, Mozambique 0. We've seen how many minutes of match? We've seen 49 minutes of match play. The second half started shortly, not long ago. So it's Nigeria 3, Mozambique 0. If you are watching me, let me just read out the goal scorers again. Ademola Lookman scored the first goal today. Victor Osimhen scored the second goal, and he also has the third goal now. So it's Nigeria 3, Mozambique 0. And the match is still ongoing. And the winner of this match will face the winner of the match between DR Congo and Algeria. Exactly, Nigeria is leading 3-0 and we still look insatiable. They are leading 3-0 and they are still present. You know, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, they look insatiable. They look like they want to score more goals. They just want to score goals. Anytime they have the ball, they look dangerous. Anytime they have the ball, they do something with the ball. And as it is now, we are likely to score the fourth goal. Oh, they were nearly scoring the fourth goal. And as I said, this is a team that has shown winning mentality, champions mentality, having the ball and wanting to do anything with the ball. You know, wanting to do the unthinkable with the ball. They've really been fantastic. Talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. The Super Eagles of Nigeria have shown character in this match. They've shown character. They've shown tactics. They've been tactical, highly tactical. So the Super Eagles of Nigeria are still leading by 3-0. And then it's Nigeria 3, Mozambique 0. And then we've enjoyed good football today. This is really good football. Don't forget that we still have our fantastic players on the bench as well. We have some of the players that played against Uganda when we defeated them by 3-1. Some of them are still, we have them on the bench as well. So this team has they've just been delightful. They've just been delightful. I remember when I was interviewing a small boy, I was saying, how would you rate the performance of the Super Eagles so far? The young boy said they've been delectable. I wanted to correct him that what do you mean by delectable? But of course, the boy didn't know what to say. For you to know that the boy has been impressed with the Super Eagles. He said they've been delectable. You understand? But I understand what he was trying to say. He was trying to tell us that they've been very delightful. They've been very superb. They've been excellent. They've really been beautiful to watch. They've been so delightful to watch, And that's one thing that has impressed me about these Super Eagles in this tournament. Scoring goals and wanting to score, even against Uganda, they wanted to score more. And now they are 3-0 up, they still want to score more. They look unsatisfied. Kudos to them. Kudos to the boys for their hungry spirit, for really wanting to make us happy. They really want to put smiles on our faces. And they succeeded in putting smiles on our faces. And now about a fourth AFCON title, For us, their fans who have been passionate about them, who are so much in love with them, some of us that will not eat anytime, not now anymore anyway, not now. When we're younger, some of us that will not eat anytime Nigeria gets beaten by their opponents. Some of us that will not eat for 2 days. In fact, we really done so many funny things when we were young. I remember when I was young, my mommy would tell me that, so because they defeated Nigeria, you know it. And my sister would be like, she's not hungry, give me her food. Because they don't watch football, they don't know. They don't attach sentiment to football. In fact, they don't even watch it. It's not the person that watches anything that will attach sentiment. So we really deserve the fourth title from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We deserve the fourth title. Some of us that have really been watching them for long, some of us that have really been watching them for long, we've been through thick and thin with them, They didn't qualify for the World Cup, but we are still following them, putting behind the disappointment quickly and following them because of the love we have for them, So we really want them to make us happy, and we thank God that they are making us happy, and then by God, and then we want them to win the fourth title, Mission 4. We call it Mission 4. This time around, Mission 4. Yeah, it's very much possible. We want them to. They've already shown everything. They've shown the quality. They've shown the traction, the fluidity, the cohesion, the gel. They've done everything. We just want them to make us happy. We really want them to make us happy, and they're making us happy. It's Nigeria 3, Mozambique 0. Nigeria 3, Mozambique 0. I'm not even reading most of my write-ups, but because I'm enjoying this match, so I'm just, it's Nigeria 3, Mozambique 0. The goal scorers, Ademola Lookman, and then Osimhen with the brace in this match. Talk about the Galatasaray man. Very fantastic player, quality player. Anytime, any day. Good with his feet, good with his hair. Good with his head rather, good with the feet. good with the air, clinical striker. Talk about Victor Osimhen. He has really impressed us, and we want him to keep impressing us. And every player, I talked about Aqua Adams, Lukman, Victor Osimhen being a thorn in the flesh of this Mozambique team. I mean, they've rattled them, they've unsettled them, they've shown superiority, they've shown more tactical. More tactical superiority. When I'm talking about superiority, they've shown more tactical business. They've been business like, and that is what we want from the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And then we've seen how many minutes of football now? We've seen 54 minutes of game, and then in a few minutes, 4 minutes of game, and then there's 90 minutes of football that will be played, and we're only seeing 54 minutes. And in a few minutes, this will be done and dusted, and the Super Eagles of Nigeria will be in the Division 4 now. Let's just start saying it. Beyond the group stage, prior to this AFCON, there's a temporary loss of signal where of Nigeria have done everything right. They are the ones with the set pieces. They are the ones with the crosses. They have done everything right in this match, and kudos to them. You know, when the Yorubas, I'm a Yoruba girl, and then I'm a Yoruba person. The Yoruba will say, "It's Yoruba Shilada Kamaki." Sorry to all of you who are not Yoruba. I have to say this. You understand? Like, I don't know how to say it, but Yoruba Shilada Kamaki. They've really been fantastic. Talk about these guys. They've really been fantastic. Nigeria. It's Nigeria 3, Mozambique 0. So this time last year, this time at the last, it was 2-0, and it was the same Ademola Lookman who opened scoring today that scored for us. It was the same Ademola Lookman. It's Nigeria 3, Mozambique 0. So the Mozambique have the ball now, and they move forward with the ball. The Super Eagles of Nigeria, okay, that was an easy catch. 3, Mozambique 0. Semi Ajayi scored a goal. Ademola Lookman 2, Osimhen. I'm trying to look at the number of people who have scored for us now. Ndidi scored. We can say Osimhen, Ndidi scored.